What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be something different, obviously. I'm going to go the sports route for this one. Change it up a little bit. Well, not the whole channel. Obviously, I'm going to continue talking about things that I mainly talk about. But I like to add in the sports every now and again because, obviously, I like sports. And it's interesting to me. So for this one, and I will say this. Kendrick Perkins, I don't know how I feel about him as a sports commentator / analyst. I've watched Kendrick Perkins play, from the Celtics days all the way to when he was at the end of the bench on the Cavs. So, and I think actually he might have got in the ring that year when LeBron won it in Cleveland. Because I think he was on the bench that year. But obviously, I'm sure he probably wouldn't count that ring as a legit ring. So that means that he has the one ring that he won with the Big Three in Boston, and that was a great team. It was great to watch. But anyway, to the overall theme of the story, the theme of the video, I started watching basketball in I don't want to say the late 90s because I remember watching Jordan, but it wasn't, when I can sit there and say, I knew that I was watching basketball and understanding, not fully understanding, but, beginning to have an understanding of the game was the late 90s. The late 90s, when the Spurs were running through, and then, obviously, AI. Oh, my God. AI was my dude when I was young, man. That was my dude. AI was the coolest. And I remember I hated Kobe. But also you got to remember I'm from Brooklyn. So, I'm on the East Coast. Kobe's only out there on the West Coast. And also Kobe just, was trying to be like Mike. And he wasn't. And I knew that from a young age. This nigga's trying to be like Mike and he's not Mike. And Iverson wasn't trying to be like Mike. Iverson was his own, being, and he was great. And Iverson was just spectacular. Obviously, he had a lot of flaws, and that's why he was never able to, win anything, really. But, growing up, definitely, I was a huge Iverson fan. And then I became a Ray Allen fan. I really liked Ray Allen's game. But I'm not going to go into, my whole history on sports. I just want to, give that, context because obviously this video is going to be talking about Allen Iverson.
Russell Westbrook career over Allen Iverson's. Carry on. I'm taking Russell Westbrook career over Allen Iverson's. Carry on.
All right. So let me just say this. I'm not taking Russell Westbrook's career over Allen Iverson. I understand why Perk is saying that because obviously he played with Russell and OKC, and then obviously he put himself in the middle of a beef with KD and Russ by saying that Russ is Mr. Thunder and all this shit. And obviously he did a lot of that to help boost his image when he was starting out as a commentator, and I get all that. But no. Don't get me wrong. Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer right now. If he retired right now, he's a Hall of Famer. He's got the MVP. He's made it to a finals. Obviously, the triple doubles alone, So, yeah, he's definitely already an MVP. So I'm not knocking Russell Westbrook at all. He's definitely one of the most gifted athletes I've ever seen. Not the most skilled, obviously, but definitely the most gifted. Well, I'll let this video continue before I state fully why I wouldn't take Russell Westbrook's career over Allen Iverson's career.
That's interesting.
NBA Twitter is straight up drama. There's nobody better suited to explain everyone's tweets than Kendrick Perkins himself. Without further ado, welcome to Master Perk Theater.
I know y'all didn't think I was going somewhere. I'm back. Welcome back to episode 12, Master Perk Theater. First up, Cassidy Hubbard. Russell Westbrook has recorded 12 triple-doubles in April, passing Wilt Chamberlain in March of 1968 for the most in a calendar month in NBA history. Preach. Preach, Cassidy. That's the gospel. I know you just writing it out, but I can feel it through the tweet, okay? First of all, let's cut out the hate of Russell Westbrook and start giving that man his flowers, okay? He's a walking memorial. And look, with all due respect to the great Allen Iverson, an iconic culture figure, one of the best little men to play the game, I'm taking Russell Westbrook's career over Allen Iverson's. Carry on.
That's interesting.
And next up, yours truly. The Celtics should be a...
All right, so yeah, we're not, obviously, I don't care about the rest of this stuff. So look, let me break it down. Russell Westbrook is a legit, like, 6'3". Allen Iverson may not even be 6 feet, 160 pounds. Okay? So there's a huge difference in size and stature. Russell Westbrook is, I'm pretty sure he's like at least like 190, might even be around like 200. He's a legit 6'3". Okay? Allen Iverson might be 6 feet. Might be 6 feet. And again, 160 pounds. Soaking wet with Tim's on. So we have to keep that in the proper context. So obviously they both have an MVP award, right? Obviously they both have been to the finals. Okay. So in most situations you might say that that's a wash, but no. So Allen Iverson has never played with anyone like a Kevin Durant. Okay? Ever. Had Allen Iverson played with a Kevin Durant and they were up 3-1 against the Warriors, do you think that they're going to lose and blow that 3-1 lead? No. That ain't happening with Allen Iverson. Okay? It's not. So, yeah, we have to keep that in proper context. Allen Iverson, for him to be that small and to do what he did and lead the league and scoring and dunk on people and literally carry his team to win a game in the NBA Finals against the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. Dude, we've seen Russell Westbrook, look, and then that's probably like the biggest indictment that I have against Russell Westbrook is that when given the chance to be before I even get into that, the nigga, now I'm thinking about it, he played with Paul George, who was an MVP candidate one year when he was in OKC, and he played with James Harden twice. James Harden, obviously with KD, and then again in Houston. So he's played with many great talents. And again, AI has not. AI has not had that. So when Russ was given the chance to like lead his team, and actually he played with Oladipo too. Now that I think about it, I forgot about Oladipo. Oladipo obviously he had better numbers once he left and had his own team. But then again, obviously, if you ask me, I'd say his numbers were low because he was playing with high usage rate Russell Westbrook. And it's really simple. When you have a player like a Russell Westbrook, a James Harden, LeBron James, who have a Luka Doncic, who has very high usage rates, and they play that Oscar Robertson style of basketball, they're going to put up Oscar Robertson type numbers. And I'm not discounting Russell Westbrook's triple doubles. I'm not doing that at all. Obviously, like that takes a whole nother level that most players don't have. Okay, so yeah, that's a great accomplishment, but that's not what's important to me when I'm looking at career. Allen Iverson led his team, and they probably shouldn't have even been there. And I think they won like 60-something games that year. Like they were just on a whole. He literally, oh man, Russell Westbrook has never done anything like Allen Iverson did for the 76ers ever. Like especially that one season. Russell Westbrook has been bounced out the first round. I don't even know how many times. And I'll never forget the one time when he was talking about when he was getting souffled by Ricky Rubio, and he was like, I'm gonna shut that shit down. And then the next night went out and got filleted again. And then it was like, oh, I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm not gonna make it about me and him. I'm trying to win the game. All right, and you're like, come on, enough is enough. So again, I'm not sitting here saying that like even the disparity between the two is so vast, or so great for that matter. I'm not even gonna say that, because obviously I haven't put that much thought into it. I just know that if I had to take careers, I'm taking Allen Iverson's career over Russell Westbrook. They both have great careers. Now, if people want to say they'll take Russell Westbrook because obviously you want to look at the stats and the numbers and it look nice and stuff like that, I get it. But that's not how I judge players' careers. That's not how I do it. I look at what you accomplished and what you had around you at the time when you accomplished it and things like that. So again, Russell Westbrook, hell of a player, Hall of Fame player, definitely first ballot, no questions asked. But when it comes to comparing his career to Allen Iverson, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. And if Allen Iverson played with a KD, come on, man. You tell me they're not going to win the championship? And I don't want to speculate too much. I don't want to get into all of that because I don't think I need to do that for this conversation. I think it's very clear where I'm coming from, and I think most people will understand. Unless you didn't watch Allen Iverson play, and you're one of these young cats, then that's different. I get it. But yeah, that's it on that. In Perk, yeah, this nigga Perk, I don't know, man. I'm getting tired of him. But anyway,